All right, good morning, folks. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. I really appreciate your time. This is another installment of Dante's Information Download. This is the reboot. So, welcome back to anybody that's joined us on some of the previous ones. Today, I'm particularly excited to get this kicked off because Workato is a technology that I looked at maybe about a year and a half ago. They came into Ring Central offices and they demoed it for our direct sales staff, and it was something that really blew me away because it opened up so many more opportunities for us as a platform for the customers, and honestly for partners like you that are joining us. You might be selling Ring Central currently, you might be selling Workato currently, you might not sell any of it, and you're looking to jump into the industry. So what we're going to do here today is we're going to talk about both partner programs. We're going to talk about the technologies at a very, very high level. And if you need some more detailed information about the actual technologies themselves, please reach out to myself or the folks over at Workato, because we're very happy to answer those questions and go over it in more detail. Just want to make sure that we have effective use of our time. As a reminder, everybody's muted, so if you have questions, pop them in the chat box, pop them in the Q&A, and we'll address those throughout the progress of the webinar itself. I am making this available via recording, and to pick that up, you will need to download GLIP, Ring Central's proprietary chat information tool and project management tool. It is free to the public and a very cool thing to get into, so you can try it before you buy it. And that you can download that at glip.com. So without further ado, folks, I wanted to introduce my good friends over at Workato, Ray Matthews, who oversees partnerships and development, as well as Mary View, Director of Business Development.
Hi guys, nice to meet you. Ray Matthew. I work with Ring Central via our software partnership program. We're a premier Ring Central partner. We're really excited to be here.
Hi everybody.
That's true. So, sorry, go ahead.
Hi everybody, this is Mary Vu. I manage all of our solution partners globally.
There's another thing I wanted to add real quick. There might be some folks on this webinar that are developers themselves or have already made an integration and they want to find out how they can get on one of these webinars. You have to be a premier partner. You have to be one of our premier ISV partners. Workato is one of those, so they get the advantage of really kind of accelerating their program and making sure that everybody, customers, partners, technology advocates alike, get in touch and really understand the momentous opportunity that's in front of us here today. Getting into it, I want to kind of address the elephant in the room, or really at this point, the goat in the room. Ring Central's reintroduced its 3x spiff, so you as a partner have an extreme opportunity to make even more cash than you have in the past by using and leveraging this spiff for the rest of the year. If you have questions on that, reach out to me as a channel manager and I can go into detail about what that means for you as a partner. But basically, you make more money on top of every sale because you get a bonus up front, in addition to the already residual income that you would make selling Ring Central. And this is just the first of very many spiffs that will be coming out. So keep in tune to see what else other exciting things that we're doing here in the channel. In past spiffs, we've given away, our partners have earned Rolexes, Maseratis, things of that nature. So always something new and exciting here at Ring Central. If you're going to sell the best solution, might as well make some extra money while you're doing it. In regards to our solution itself, obviously we're an industry recognized leader. We have been a leader in Gartner Space for the last 3 years in a row, as well as Company of the Year by Frost & Sullivan in the last 2 years. Having said that, the Frost & Sullivan Award, we scored, I believe, a 9.9 out of 10, so respectively high, very, very high on that scale, plus other awards and accolades like IHS Markit and Aragon Research too. So on top of, making money as a partner, you're going to be getting your customers the best solution that there is to offer. If you're looking in the industry, whether you're new to it or whether you've been doing it for a while, it's important to understand what exactly is going on. So on-premise technology is in a decline about 12% year over year. Cloud UCaaS is in a growth pattern of 21% currently. And when you look at the numbers for Ring Central, we're actually winning a larger proportion of that because we are growing at a 37% rate. So by joining us here today, once again, if you're currently a Ring Central partner, if you're looking to become a Ring Central partner, It's a good time to look at it because there's plenty of growth, there's plenty of opportunity that still occurs. Talking about our channel harmony program, we do something a little bit different than other competitors when it comes to channel programs, whether they be actually in the same space or even in different spaces. Every time you register a lead with RingCentral, we are going to attach experts to it. So you don't have to be the expert on UCaaS. All you need to do is bring us in a qualified lead, and we'll help you do all the heavy lifting. We'll have subject matter experts on it. We'll have sales engineers. If things need to go RFP, we have also that assistance and RFP team. So we make it really easy for you as a partner to make as much income as possible, and also to make sure that your customers are getting the most amount of value as possible. It doesn't stop at the initial sale. So once you actually make a RingCentral sale, every one of your customers will also get a signature rep, which is an account manager. Their sole purpose is to maintain and grow your accounts. So for you as a partner, you don't need to hire an actual account manager for the RingCentral portion of your program because they are doing it already. You are kept 100% whole on all growth of those accounts as well. It's a little bit something that's different than what's done in the industry typically, so I want to make sure that I acknowledge any questions that might come briefly. All right. No questions so far. Good. So we're going to jump into, the meat and potatoes of why we're doing this here today. It's really to describe integration benefits. RingCentral as a solution is a UCaaS provider, but we're much more than that when you really look down at how technology works and the way that technology is going to work in the space in the future. We're a true platform, and because of that, there are extreme benefits to the integrations for partners, for customers to realize here when looking at a UCaaS decision. So, like I said, we do have an open platform, and we have a myriad of integrations, everything from a Zoho to a Freshdesk, Zendesk, Intuit. All kinds of APIs are available to developers to build out something for customers on a one-on basis, or you can make something available to the public. And when you look at APIs, it does a couple of different things. You can set ring outs, so you can set automatic things where you can click on something, it's going to ring out to phones. You can pop up directory, conferencing, texts. All that stuff can be done from the RingCentral platform with your already native cloud or on-prem technologies through using something like Workato. And that's the exciting part, or one of the exciting parts about working with Workato as one of our premier partners, is they're doing something that a lot of other technologies can't do. They're bridging that gap, and they're making things simple for your customers, and they're making you as partners a little bit more of a valuable asset for your customers as well. So definitely kind of pay attention to that portion of it, because like I said, it's bigger than just the phone portion. It's bigger than the communication portion. It's actually helping you out and helping your customers out understand the huge picture and what it's going to mean for them to be as agile as possible in this next iteration of business. As I said, we have a huge marketplace, 500 plus apps on our integrations and developers page. Over 10,000 of our customers have deployed some integration in their actual program itself. We have 4,000 developers and a bunch of calls that are made every day, right? So 7 million API calls are happening every day, and that's just the calls that are occurring through the APIs. So it's a huge marketplace, and it's growing. It's continuing to grow because it is becoming that front focus of what is going to occur in this next deployment of UCaaS and technology and cloud benefits. Talking about it from a customer perspective, it's important to also understand what benefits they're going to get, right? You don't want to throw something over the fence that's not going to make sense for them. So customers look at a couple of different things, and this is no surprise, but I want to make sure that we dial in for this actual presentation what that means. So return on investment is key. They're also looking for customer satisfaction, increased productivity, and performance insights. So those are the top 4 things that I see customers looking to deploy any kind of integrative technologies. they're looking to satisfy those 4 needs. We'll go into a little bit deeper detail on each one of those, right? Return on investment is huge. Any kind of buying decision is going to be an allocation of money out of the door. And a lot of people look at it as a cost. But when you're really doing the return on investment for them through buying a RingCentral, deploying a Workato, maybe giving them G Suite or Salesforce, as a consultant, you help them understand and you help them identify what they're going to get back from that. What tools are they going to gain to make their business that much better, that much smarter, make that much more money for themselves? So, reducing training time and costs, managed staffing, things like that are very easy parallels to draw for your clients. And as I said, I'm very happy to engage in conversations too with yourself and with your potential clients to kind of talk through it. Our subject matter experts are standing by on any opportunity, and they're all very well trained on the integrations. And if we need access to extra stuff, we'll bring in other experts too and make sure that you're kept 100% whole on any deal that comes across. Customer satisfaction, obviously key. There's 100 different competitors in every kind of industry you can ever think of. So when you're using these APIs, customer satisfaction is a huge part of what they're looking to accomplish. Think about it this way: not every time, if you call into certain organizations and as soon as you ring in, they know who you are. Hey, Dante, I see that you're calling. You have an appointment scheduled here on the 13th. Is that why you're calling us here today? Things like that occur because of API integrations. It recognizes my number, it pops up a window with notes, and it makes me as a consumer feel good about, hey, they actually know who I am. They know, they care about why I'm calling. I'm not having to re-explain the situation that might have occurred before, things like that. So customer satisfaction comes from API integrations as well. And once again, it's about making your customers that much more intelligent. It's making your customers that much more agile and realizing the opportunity. Increased productivity is also part of it. There's only 8 hours in a day, so it's important to realize that you got to get the most out of your workforce. You got to get the most out of your investments. So by leveraging these API integrations, you can automate critical tasks, save users time and effort, things of that nature. So that goes back even tying into the ROI. And once again, the crux and the genesis of this conversation is making you as a partner a more valuable asset to your clients, because now you're leveraging these technologies together. And performance insights, obviously a big part of that too, dialing in and making things a little bit more efficient through those things. So tracking team performance, identifying most cost-effective channels, real-time analytics, little things like that really you can start tweaking the business to make sure that it's running in the most efficient way possible. API integrations really help get that accomplished. Take a brief break real quick just to answer any questions that might pop up, and then we'll go on to the next section. All right. So there's 4 different areas where you're going to see use cases: embedded communications, automation and integration, business insights, and team collaboration. You can see the number of partners that we have integrations with. Workato's down there, right smack dab in the middle. We've got some, Zoho, Box, just other technologies too. But when you're embedding your communications, you click to dial on the embedded portion of it. Automation integration is huge for efficiency. Once again, business insights, you're looking at building custom dashboards and compliances. And then team collaboration, once again, workflow automation and alert and notification bots. Artificial intelligence softwares and tools are being leveraged more and more, and it's going to be a big part of what every business is going to utilize. So definitely kind of keep in touch with what's going on our integrations page, what's going on in the industry, and spending the time with us here today, you're already going to set yourself ahead of competitors, because now you have an opportunity to help your clients that much more. Integrations built by RingCentral, there are 3 different types: Premier, native, and off the shelf. So the Premier integrators like a Workato. We've got some native that are built in our thing, and then off-the-shelf integrations, something that RingCentral has produced as well. If your current clients have a technology that is integrated with RingCentral, it's really simple for them to get to that. Just go to success.ringcentral.com and then dial in from there to make sure that they download and get it going appropriately. For anybody that is interested in finding out what apps are available or also even developing their own apps, just go to developer.ringcentral.com. That's where you can find your APIs and docs, the app gallery, and get any assistance to build those out. So like I said, we're growing at a huge pace, and all the integrations are only getting better and better every day. As a RingCentral partner, there is obviously 4 different tiers of service that you can sell from our Office platform: Essentials, Standard, Premium, and Ultimate. To get access to the integrations, every Office customer must be a premium customer at the very least. So for you as a partner, you're already adding to your bottom line because you've increased the cost per seat by at least $10. You are adding value to the customer, so it's easy to calculate that ROI back from them, especially when you're leveraging our subject matter experts. So by understanding these integrations and how they work in the marketplace, how they're going to work for your clients, it's going to be paramount for you to realize even more income for what you're doing. And we'll give a brief insight into the top performers here today, kind of that growth pattern, so you understand what does it mean to really dive into this. You can see just, for example, the top integration that's downloaded is our Google Chrome. 2015, we had just short of 2,000 accounts utilizing it. In 2017, so in 2 short years, we're just short of 10,000 accounts that are utilizing just the Google Chrome extension. And the Google Chrome extension is very simple. It's just a click to dial. If you're on a website, there's a phone, you click on it, it'll dial out through your computer. So it's not really even something that's going to bring so much more of a business intelligence or an automation thing. So when you look at tools that actually are going to bring you and your clients more value, something like a Workato, you're going to start seeing more and more adoption of these technologies, so you can already sell and see through the path of where this is going. Last 2 things before I hand it over to my good friends over at Workato is helping you understand how you're going to sell through curiosity, how you're going to understand and start bridging these conversations with your clients. And I mean, it's pretty simple, right? So you ask them outside of the communications model, understand what other applications they're using for their business. Once you identify that, what do they expect from the integration? You can find out if it's already natively built, or if it needs to be built, or if it's something that's already being done through it. If there is no integration, can you build the integration? And then if they can't build it themselves, if you as a partner can't build it yourself, RingCentral Professional Service can also help build those integrations. The last portion of it, before I hand it over to Workato, is also to remember that if a customer ever tells you that they're not going to move forward with the RingCentral deployment because there isn't an integration for a particular software or a particular hardware application that they're using, that they're not going to move forward with RingCentral, well, in most cases, the competition doesn't have that integration either, because we're a proprietary platform and we have that developers portal, whereas a lot of the competitors in the marketplace don't own their platforms. So they don't have the ability to scale this the way that we do. And that's why we are, once again, winning the cloud competition. That's why we are a leader in so many different places like Frost and Sullivan, like Gartner. It's because we are doing something a little bit different than what most folks are doing. So I do appreciate your time here today. We're going to hand it over to the folks over at Workato so they can go over their program and they can go over their technologies. I'm going to stop my screen share and let them take over. And once again, thanks everybody for your time. I'm going to hand it over to Workato.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dante. And really appreciate it. Can you see our screen?
We can.
Perfect. Okay, so thank you everybody. Thank you, Dante. We're really excited to be here. We are Workato. We are a integration and automation platform. And Just like RingCentral, we like to be the best and work with the best. We are also in our segment of the Gartner Magic Quadrant. We're a leader in the enterprise integration platform as a service space, and also recognized like that in Forrester. But a fun fact about the Gartner Magic Quadrant, they let us know that we are the first vendor that they've ever seen in any segment to have their first year in the Magic Quadrant be debut as a leader, which is pretty cool. And I think that comes from a few things. So, just to kind of cover the basics, we basically allow you to get all your business applications and databases in the cloud and on-prem to connect to each other. Out of the box, we support 350 of the top applications and databases, tools like RingCentral, Box, Salesforce, ServiceNow, Workday, SAP, ERP, Oracle Business Suite, things like that, as well as G Suite, QuickBooks Online, so supporting applications across kind of different customer segments in terms of size. We have 3,500 customers, and I think a lot of our kind of, let's say, recognition here in this space comes from the fact that we've taken a bit of a new approach to integration. Our founders have been doing this for close to a century, and what they wanted to know is, why can't this enterprise-grade problem be consumerized in terms of an interface the same way tools like RingCentral and Salesforce, they react to, the changing expectations that consumer technology has given to business technology. And to that point, one of our kind of differences in our approach is we have 225,000 public automations, or recipes as we call them, that our partners have created, we've created, and our customers have created, that people can just leverage. And rather than reinvent the wheel, they can basically just take what someone's done like they've done on GitHub. So what is a recipe? So recipes is what Workato uses to power all of our integrations. And it essentially is a workflow abstracted in English and logic that's allowing for a lot of sophisticated app interactions to happen. And what you can see here is there's no code, right? And that's really where we think that this difference comes into play. And what a recipe is composed of is an event-based trigger and then a set of actions. The actions can be in multiple systems. So this example is, something happening in RingCentral, and you start creating objects in Salesforce. If you see here, we have custom objects fully supported as well. And when you're dealing with, all sorts of different diverse industries and customers, that'll really help you out when you're presented with an integration scenario. So what does this mean? How do you leverage this for your customers, right? There's a lot of use cases, and there's a lot of different types of people who can use Workato. So we're trusted by folks such, market, bleeding edge leaders such as Box and Slack, QuickBase, as well as, the old world of economy such as Visa, Bain Capital, and EDP. Why does it matter to this ecosystem? Well, because there's all sorts of rich data in your RingCentral, in your customers' RingCentral communications, when they're engaging with partners, customers, for support cases, in terms of call length, the content of the call, text messages, all that stuff that is mission critical for all sorts of different processes, whether it's e-commerce, marketing, traditional B2B sales, or even just, IT ops, and tying that customer support interaction to your actual product lifecycle. All these are things that your customers can be helped out with Workato integrations to RingCentral. So here's just a few examples, just to kind of do a little kind of brainstorming of what are the type of things that you can do. These are just a tiny subset of all the massive amount of permutations you can do with Workato. So for example, what if you could have customers texting you through RingCentral using Workato to automatically connect to the appropriate account manager's RingCentral and updating this interaction dynamically into your CRM, creating the customer if this is not a customer and allowing for that kind of logic to be built into this automation. And finally, also automatically creating a case in Jira, and as it's updated, you inform the customer automatically what's going on. You cut down on time of the people hours that your customer has to deal with their customers, and also really increase the speed of customer satisfaction, which is critical. Another thing, if you have a customer with an ad hoc call to a sales rep, why not instantly download every single interaction at the calendar level, at a product level, at a support level, and just pipe it to the salesperson, whether they're on the go, whether they're on their phone, whether they're in person with the customer at another location. All of this can be supported. And finally, when it gets kind of pretty cool, is when you can actually take advantage of AI. So why not, if you have a call, customer call, support call, a sales call, why not record the call, send the transcript that RingCentral generates to IBM Watson, another one of the connectors that Workato supports, and then create a sentiment analysis, pipe it to your CRM. And sounds like, pretty complicated, but it's pretty straightforward. So here's how it would be implemented. You have the trigger, which says if the call is a new one, if it's inbound, then we just start taking these associated actions. And we make sure that if you can add conditional logic very easily. And like you see, there's no code required. Speeding up the time for you to build an automation, really, really improving the ROI for you when you are engaging with your customers. And what does that mean? This is some statistics that we are particularly proud of here at Workato. And these are ones that a lot of these have been powered by our ecosystem of consultants, which is 64% of our production automations that our customers are using have been completed in a day. That is, they wrote that recipe, got all the systems product connected to them, and then finally made sure that it was tested appropriately and got it live within a day. And cumulatively, 77% of those have been turned live within a week. So that's just a bit about the product and why we think it offers so much value for you and your customers. And with that, I'll give it to Mary to describe how you can partner with us and why you should.
All right, thank you, Ray. So wanted to share with you guys a little bit about what our partner ecosystem is saying. One of our partners based out of Australia, the way he describes Workato is that it is a paradigm shift. Forget everything you have done before, especially around integration. And so why does he say that? It's because the platform has the ability to enable you and your customers to use the integration and workflow automation for thousands of use cases, right? So today we're talking about unified communications for RingCentral, but beyond that, there are thousands of use cases that platform can be used for. In terms of users, it's really designed for multiple personas as well. So your team of consultants, your team of specialists, your team of developers, as well as processes folks can all work on the platform. And because of its flexibility, it drives pervasive integration. And what does that mean for you as a partner? It means pervasive adoption and incremental annuity revenue. These are sample customers of our, these are actually real data from our existing customers. And you can see that, for Slack, their entry point with us started with 1 or 2 integrations, Replicon, 1 integration. And over time, they found multiple use cases, multiple kind of pervasive integration opportunities. And for the partners or for the customers who found the platform valuable, started to increase their adoption of the platform. And with that, they grew in projects. So this is a sample partner story. One of our partners was competing in a bid with the government of, well, it was a bid, and the customer was the government of Australia. And our partner was bidding against a traditional system integrator. The competitor proposed a 6-month integration project, whereas our partner proposed 2 weeks. Our partner won the bid and completed the project in 2 days. And so the customer found that the time to value that was delivered got them to see the value of the product and the integration. And over time, the pervasive integration and adoption of the platform led the partner to win 17 additional projects with that same customer. So what does that mean for you as a partner? It means definitely that Workato as a platform, we're really designed to help you as a partner disrupt kind of traditional SI competition, right? It's designed to help you accelerate the pace of your development as well as delivery. And of course, maximize on sales velocity. At the end of the day, your customers get faster time to value. They reduce their technical debt as well as total cost of ownership. From a program perspective, we give you all of the tools and engagements to be successful with our sales team. We have a very generous closing discount, first line support, as well as referral bonus. We map you with our sales team. You can definitely work with our sales team one-on-one to do account mapping with them. They're more than happy to work with you, as well as partner-to-partner collaboration. So, for example, RingCentral is one of these partner-to-partner collaboration engagements. But we have an ecosystem of 300 plus partners like Salesforce, NetSuite, etc. So most of the applications on our website, we have an ISV relationship with them. From a growth and force multiplier perspective, we give you all of the marketing swag to be successful as well. You'll have access to our partner directory where it is publicly posted, and so you can advertise your brand, your services, and what you do in your specialization. There's opportunities for joint webinars as well as sponsorship and MDF. And lastly, customer success. So we give you all the tools to be successful from a technical perspective. You get demo environments, sandbox environments, virtual and in-person training sessions, as well as expert hours with our technical team, as well as Workato specialist certification. So we've really designed the program to make you as a partner successful. What does that tiers look like? So we start partners off at the innovation tier. Essentially, with that, you're a registered partner. You have access to all of our tools, to our training, and definitely, our referral plan. And then from there, as you bring on one customer, two customers, three customers, you can go up the tiers to breakthrough and transformation. So getting started today, it doesn't, it's very easy to get started. You can sign up for a free trial at workato.com, do trials 1 through 5 to get acquainted with the platform. Those tutorials are about 5 to 10 minutes. So, you could probably learn Workato in less than an hour. I invite you and encourage you to check out Workato Product Hour, where we do talk about how Workato integrates with various products. And then once you have a prospect and you're ready to engage with us, let's talk. Let's talk about being successful together. All right. That's it. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for your time.
So, please, if you want to reach out, please email Mary or myself. Mary manages all the relationships with all you guys directly. But if you have questions about how we interact with RingCentral or product, happy to help that. You can go to workato.com right now and sign up for a free trial account. Start playing with it. Just check it out. Check out the RingCentral connector. Check out our list of integrations. We'd love to chat. We'd love to see how we can help you guys and help out some overshared customers. Thank you.
Awesome. Hey, thanks Ray and Mary. I really appreciate you joining us today. It's very big for both of our our partner communities and to really kind of help the technology advocates. I want to point back to just a couple of things you guys brought up during your presentation. Really, I love the level of sales engagement that you folks give to your partners. It's huge. The success model that you guys have for partnerships is big, helping them out on the sales, helping them out on the marketing, things like that. RingCentral does very similar models. Obviously, we talked about the Channel Harmony program Tons of marketing collateral is also available through them. So success is the key, right? And then giving people the tools to do that is huge. So definitely that was part of why we wanted to do this together. The big logos is the other thing too. You know, you guys are Gartner leaders, as are we, and the big logos are a big part of it. So for the partners out there in Partnerland, you can see that you are able to, go after the big guys. It doesn't have to be the little mom and pop shops anymore. Home Depots, the eBays, the Visas of the world. Those are just a sample of the clients that Workato works with. And then how quick it is. You said that you could write a recipe in a day, and you gave that example about winning over that account with the government of Australia. We do business internationally as well. We have partners in Australia, so hopefully on the next Australian deal we partner together. Maybe we can fly out there, check out Sydney. I've never been, but for the partners, it's important to understand to be able to do this quick. Speed is a big part of what RingCentral does. Speed is a big part of what the world desires in the business world. So to be able to do these things as quickly as possible is huge. And you can't do that with the regular old school system integration tools. It can only be done with something like a Workato, with something like a platform of RingCentral. So I'm going to keep the lines open for just a brief couple minutes, see if any Q&A comes in. I haven't seen any of you come back. So it either means we've done extremely well and we've explained everything, and you have no questions, or I've done a terrible job and put you to sleep. All right, looks like we're good to go with no questions. As a reminder, this recording will be made available through Glip. I will send out a reminder to everybody to access it that way. I'm very happy to share it and get people to watch it after the fact, even if they missed here today. So Ray, Mary, thank you for the time. Again, partners, thank you for your time and your trust and appreciation. Everybody have a great day, have a great weekend, and happy Friday the 13th.
Thanks, Dante. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. All right, bye.